What's the answer you got for 1?
C.
C. Okay, that's right. That's right. Okay, what about 2?
2, I don't understand.
What about 2? You don't understand. Okay. Okay, we'll do it.
I
Okay,
don't.
so yeah, okay, that's fine, we'll do it. Let me see, Shreda joined. Hello, hi Shreda, how are you? Yeah, Shreda, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Yeah, good. Okay, Shreda, what we are doing is we are doing job costing. So I explained some key points and we did some questions. So I'll just try to explain to you by going through this question. Just see if you can get some understanding, or else you go through once I upload this presentation, you go through the slides. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So
I thought we didn't have class today.
No, we have.
Because
Okay.
it said the other course has. That's why.
No, it's like this, Shweta. We are going to have another class. Now remember the dates, guys, okay? Now there's another one on the 1st, okay, June 1st. Okay, please note it down. Same time.
There is no class tomorrow.
Did you receive a mail sent from us? No, there will be no class tomorrow. The next class would be on the June 1st, which is on Wednesday. Same time. Okay, that class Anju would be taking over. Okay, and from that class onwards the syllabus would be covered. Okay, so what did you receive a mail from Anju, Shreda? Did you receive a mail? Okay, so there's a class on the 1st which Anju will be taking over, and she would cover from that class the syllabus would be covered. Okay, then we are having another class on Saturday. I can't remember the time. I think it's from 5 UAE 5 p.m. UAE time to 7. I think I can't remember the time. Just see the mail. And that in that class I'll be doing a kind of a revision. Anju would be also joining. We'll give you time to do say 4 or 5 questions, and you time it and do, and then we'll be discussing it. It's like a revision. It will cover all the area. Okay. So those are the class that is left as at now. Okay. Any questions regarding that? Okay. Okay, here what we do is now. Okay, I'll explain a bit to. I'll explain how I arrived at the answer for 1 for Shreda's information. Now here what we do is, Shreda, we calculate the cost for each job. Okay, there's nothing complicated in this. Okay, the only thing is for each job, there you will be given, there can be opening work in progress, there will be material and labor. Okay, so you to arrive at the cost of a job, you add all those 3, whatever cost, and on top of that you will be given an absorption rate. Okay, overhead you will need to absorb on a absorption rate. Okay, that will mostly depend on mostly absorbed on the labor hours or labor cost. Now in this question we are given 3 jobs. Okay, 3 jobs, and there's opening work in progress, material and labor, and the budgeted overhead for the period is 126. So in the first question what they are asking is they want the overhead to be added. Sorry, they are asking the overhead for job CC20, which is this one. So how you arrive at this was, now if he said now they haven't given anything regarding absorption. Okay, so you need to consider that the overheads are absorbed based on labor cost. Okay, just go my slide, it will be there. Okay, the point will be there. If it is not given, you need to consider that the overheads are absorbed based on labor cost. Okay, So what you do is you need to absorb this 120,000 in proportionate for all these three. Okay, so your total labor cost for the period would be the addition of all these three: 14,000, 3,500, and 24,600. Okay, so based on that, you calculate your overhead for CC20. That means your total for the total labor cost for the period would be the addition of these three. That would bring to how much? How much would that bring? Shahid, how much is that? The total labor cost for the period? The addition? 14,500 plus 3,500 plus 24,600. 42,600. Okay. So the total labor cost for the period would be 42,600. So for 42,600, my budgeted overheads would be 126,000. Okay. So then I need to calculate for 24,600 how much would be my overhead. So that is what they are asking. CC20, which is this one. Is it clear, Shweta? Is it clear?
Yes.
My total overhead would be 42,600, which is the addition of these three. And they are saying they haven't said it, but you need to assume that the overhead cost is absorbed based on the labor cost. So for 42,600, for a labor cost of 42,600, my overheads would be 126,000. So for a labor cost of 26,600, what would be my overhead? So that is what you need to calculate. So what you need to do is you need to divide 24,600 by 42,600, then multiply it by 126,000. So is it clear, or are you totally lost?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. Okay. So that would give you
72,761.
72,761. Okay. Okay. Right. So the contribution side, you said now you couldn't do 2, right? Okay.
Yeah.
How you do 2 is now what they're asking is now this job number BB is completed and they want to earn a 30. Now get this right. This is 33 and a 33.33. Okay, 33 and one third of 33 plus one third of 33.33 in percentage terms. Okay, on profit on sales. That means for 100, if I'm going to sell it for 100, my profit would be 33.33. Is it clear? Is that where you got it wrong? Sorry, just check and see.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't understand what that was.
Okay.
331
Okay.
divided by
What they're saying is the same thing. Like it's the same concept here. It's the same concept here. Side.
Yeah, now
Remember
I
here?
understand.
I told you. Now where is that? Okay. Here profit of 25% on selling price. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah. I didn't understand what the 33 divided by 3% was. I thought it was some ratio or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. It's like this. It's maybe because of this. It's basically 33.33 profit on sales. That means if your sales is 100, your profit would be $33.33. So that is what they are telling. You may, I mean, it may be because of my fonts. Okay, so it's fine. So what you do is here to calculate the total. Were you able to calculate the total cost? Were you able to calculate the total cost here?
Yes, was there.
The total cost, were you able to calculate it? How much was that?
5642.
Yeah, right. That is correct. Well done. So what you do is, yeah, that's correct. That's correct. So what you have to do is you need to based on that you need to calculate the selling price. So as I said, for 100, no. So if my profit, my selling price is 100, my profit would be 33.33. So my cost would be 66.66, right? So if my cost of 66.66, my selling price would be 100. So for 56,642, what would be my selling price? Just calculate and see.
Okay.
So what we do is here is, what they are telling is, they are saying that this job is completed, which is DB. Okay, it is completed, and they want now in job costing trader. What they do is, since the jobs differ from one to each other, it's very difficult to set a price. So what they do is they quote a percentage to the customer. They will say that your price would be 25% from the cost. Okay, so that means for the job, if the cost is 100, I'll be adding 25%, 25 on my cost. So the selling price would be 125. Okay, or else what they'll say is, that the profit is going to be X amount of percentage from the selling price, which is similar to here, which they are saying is the profit is going to be 33.33 profit on 33 will be 33% on sales. That means if the selling price is 100, the profit would be 33.3. So that is what they are asking here. So what number two, what they are saying is that this job is completed, and on top of this, after the cost, the selling price, they want a selling price which would give them a profit margin of 33.33 on selling price. Okay, so what we have to do is you need to calculate here the total cost. Total cost in the sense, they have opening work in progress, material cost is 0, and labor. Okay, so you add these two. Okay, then we have another cost. What is that? We have to absorb the budgeted overhead. Okay, budgeted overhead, which will depend on the labor cost. So you add these two, you add 42,790 and you add 3,500, and you need to calculate the overhead cost based on the labor cost for 3,500. Is that clear, Shreya?
Okay.
Is it clear?
Okay.
Okay. So how you arrive at the overhead cost is your for 42,600, your overhead cost is 42,600 is total of these two. Okay. So 42,600, your overhead cost is going to be 126. For 3,500, what would be my overhead cost? Okay. So you divide. How much? You divide 3,500 by 42,600, and then you multiply it by 126. Sorry, 126,000. So that would give you overhead cost of 10,350 for job B. So you add that one plus the labor cost and this opening work in progress. So that would give you a cost of 56,640. Okay, I'll show you the answer. Okay, now this one is we already explained. This is how you get it. Okay, so is it clear? Just tell me till this part. Just tell me if it's clear.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. So what you need to do is, now this is our cost. 56,640 is our cost. Now what they are telling me is, from the selling price, my profit margin is going to be 33.33. Okay, from the selling price. From the selling price. Now if my selling price is 100, okay, if my selling price is 100, to arrive at the 33.3 margin, what should be my cost? If it's 100, how much should it be? How much should it be? If my selling price is 100, okay, 66.67, right? 66.66. Is it clear, Sridhar?
Yeah.
Okay, so this 66.6 is equivalent to
But you get a different
the
answer.
total cost here. Huh? No. No, the ultimate, I don't know, I also don't know how this 50, I don't know what they are saying, but you divide it and see, this exact answer would come. But the thing is, you can't put it in decibels, okay? Okay, we'll see, okay?
There's
So,
5 for the answer. It's
sorry?
the answer
What is it, size you said?
I'm getting with the 66.67 is 84,958.
Yeah, the thing is, you, now,
84,958.
yeah, okay, we'll say. Just give me a second, I'll come to that. It's because of the decimals. It's because of decimals. Okay? Now, just see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have at least four decimal places beside. Just calculate and see. You would arrive close to this answer. This 84,960. You arrive close to it. Okay, so for 100% selling price, my cost would be 66.66. Okay, that 66 will go. Okay, there's no you can't take it for at least four decimals. 66.6666. Okay, so for a cost of 66, now what are they asking here? They are asking for the selling price now. Yeah, what they are asking is the selling price, right? Selling price here. Okay, so I know what my cost is. My cost is 56,640. Okay, so for a cost of 66.6666, my selling price would be 100. So for a cost of 56,642, what would be my selling price? You got it, right?
Yeah. It was more than
Shweta, is it clear?
It was like 6, 7.
Yeah. Yeah. Shweta, is it clear? Just tell me if it's not if you don't understand.
It's fine.
It's fine. Okay. What you can do is, Sai, you need not, when you have this, 0.33 like those, you need not calculate it for, for decimal places. Okay. You may calculate for say 2 decimal places, and you may arrive at an answer. No? You arrive at say 84,950 or something like that. So you can guess what the answer would be, because you are taking for 2 decimal places. So you know that your answer is close to this one. So you go proceed. Okay. So you need not calculate it for, as I said, for 4 or 5 decimal places. Okay. You got it. It's clear.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So, okay. So we'll do for 3. So what they're asking is closing work in progress. Now, when batch fasting, when they say closing work in progress, what they mention is what they're telling is the unfinished jobs. Now, remember, when you are given questions like this, every question is related to each other. Okay. Now, they are asking here the value of closing work in progress, but in the question they haven't given any details about the completed jobs or uncompleted jobs. But if you go to the second question, you will see job number BB15 was completed and delivered. So that means this job is completed. The second job is completed and the other two are uncompleted. Okay, so 3 and 2 are related to each other. So what you need to do is you need to calculate the value, the value for job number AA and job number CC. It's the same concept as the last question side. You remember I told you to get add all those 5 figures and multiply it by the the labor figure. Sorry?
Yeah, I did this
Sorry?
one. I did this one.
Yeah. You did. How much did it come to? Sorry?
217323.
Yes, exactly. That is correct.
See,
That is correct.
217323.
Yes, the answer is correct. That is correct. Okay. So what we want to do is here, Shreda, we need to now what they are saying is the value of the closing work in progress. That means closing work in progress is the unfinished jobs. Okay, unfinished job here is the job number AA and job number CC, because they have said here job number BB5, BB15 is completed. So this should be the unfinished job. So what you do is you add all these three, which would be the total cost, and then you absorb your budgeted overhead based on the labor. Okay, and you do the same for CC, and then you add all those figures for job number AA and job number CC. So that is what is given here. See here, they have added now these 26,870 are these two, I think. Okay, so the value of these they have given here. Okay, so this is the opening work in progress, direct material, direct labor, and they have absorbed the overhead based on the direct labor, which they have done here, which the total cost will be this much, and same for CC, which is 86.
But they don't say
80,000 and 24,000. Yeah, they don't say in the question, but that is what I told you, Sai, because these questions are each question. If you are given one set of data and they are asking three questions, that would mean that these questions would be related to each other. Now, say in this question they haven't given anything regarding the job. Yeah.
No, what I meant to say was they didn't say that the overhead were absorbed on direct labor.
No, yeah, they haven't said it. So that is why I told you. Yeah, I understand. They haven't said it, but you will need to make an assumption that the budgeted overheads are absorbed based on the labor. You need to make an assumption. That is why in my slide I told you. Yeah, remember? Yeah. If not, assume it's based on labor hours.
Okay.
Labor hours or labor cost. Okay, whatever.
Okay.
Okay? Right.
But only for job costing, yes?
Only for job costing, because and others they will be given. Because normally the absorption is based on the labor hours or labor cost. Okay, so you need to make an assumption here, because otherwise how are you going to calculate this one? There is no way of calculating, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so just for Shreda's information, here you take the now 18,000 and 24,000 are the material and the labor, and then you add the overhead absorbed. 72,761 is the answer you got for A. The overhead for CC20. So that is why I told you these questions are related to each other. So make use of it. Okay. Any question? Is it fine, Sridhar? Were you able to just? I know it won't be 100%. You won't be able to understand 100%, but to some extent, is it fine?
Yeah,
Right.
it's fine.
Okay, cool. Okay, so we'll do, okay, there are some questions. So I want you guys to do it, and I'll go to the next section, which is service cost, sorry, which is batch costing. Okay, so if you have time, I'll finish that off, and if you have some time, we'll try to come to this question. There are some questions here which I have put, so you do those questions. Okay, so let me go to my slide.
Okay.
Okay, so batch costing. Batch costing is where the costing is done for batches. Now, say for example, you are printing A4 paper. Okay, there will be each batch. The production will be in each batch. Say the batch would depend on say thousand bundles, right? So the costing would be for each batch of 1,000 bundles. Likewise, so that is what batch costing is. It's for a batch. Okay, it's similar as job costing, and similar job costing, but all the costing now, for example, the job costing, you will be given the direct material, direct labor for the particular job. But batch costing, what happen is you are not given the figure for a unit. You are given for a batch, say 1,000 units, 10,000, like that. Okay, you will be given like that. And again here you will have an overhead, and that is absorbed based on absorption rate which they will give. Okay, in this question as well, if they have not given the absorption rate, you will need to assume it's based on labor hours. So remember, there's not much of difference between batch costing and job costing. It's only like for a job, you can determine the direct labor, material, likewise, but in the batch costing, it's for a batch. That means it may be 4,000 units or 10,000 units, 20,000 units, like that. So that is the main difference in the batch costing and job costing. Other things are similar. So if you want to calculate the cost per unit, you will need to divide it by the batch. Say you got for a batch, the cost is so for a batch of 1,000, the cost is 10,000, and the batch is 1,000. For a unit, it would be $10 per unit. Likewise, is it clear, guys? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Any questions regarding this? Okay. So Shweta, fine?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go to a question. We'll do a question together. This is not very difficult. Okay. So there's this company which is they are manufacturing widgets, and it's going through two departments, welding, assembly. Okay, and they have given the budgeted figures, and they have given that selling and administrative overheads are 20% of the factory cost. Factory cost is, that means total production cost. That means direct labor cost and overhead cost. Okay, overhead cost absorbed. And then there is an order of 250 widgets, four type, and there's a batch for this batch. So the batch is 250, and they have given the material figures, material cost, and the labor cost. So, how many hours spent in welding and assembly, and they are going to hire X-ray equipment for 500. Okay, so they want to calculate the cost per unit. So the batch number is normally batches, they are given a coding. or say a batch number. So this is what the batch number is. So the batch has a quantity of 250 units. So to calculate this, you need to calculate the total cost for the batch. Okay, then you need to divide it by the 250, which is the batch quantity. So your first thing is you need to determine your cost. Okay, so let's do it. Your first step is to calculate your absorption rate. Okay, so what is the absorption rate here? Now, have they given any information regarding the absorption rate? Uh, have they given anything regarding the absorption rate? Okay, here they have given, right? So the budgeted overheads for welding is 6,000 and the budgeted activity is 1,500. So the overhead absorption would be, now in here guys, they haven't given anything. Okay, they have only given the labor hours. So you need to assume that the overheads are absorbed based on the labor hours. So absorption rate for welding department would be 6,000 divided by 1,000, and for assembly it would be 10,000 divided by 1,000. So that is what is given here, and that will give you this figure.
Okay.
Then what you need to do is you need to calculate the direct material, direct labor, like that. This would be easy, right? So the direct material they have given here 12,000. There is nothing to calculate here. Okay, nothing to calculate. And the direct labor is not straightforward because it's going through two departments, and they are saying labor 100 hours in welding shop at 10 hours and 200 at assembly at 8 hours. So that would be 100 into 10, which is 1,000, and 200 into 8, which is 1,600. Okay, clear? So the addition of all, sorry, and they have direct expense of 500. 500 was paid for hire of special X-ray equipment for testing. Now, sometimes for a specific job, you will given such a expense because for each, now here, what is this hire of special X-ray equipment for testing? So that you will need to incur for every batch. Now, if you say now this 500 is for only for this batch, 250 batch for this batch. So if you want to produce another batch, you will then need to incur another 500. So it will for each batch you will need to incur $500. So that is what they are saying. So in question in batch costing, you will get similar expenses where you will need to incur that cost for the particular batch. Okay, so this 500 is for this batch, right? So that is what they have done here. So direct material they have added, direct expense which is 500, and direct labor they have calculated, and they have got the total cost. Prime cost is the direct cost. Okay, prime cost, direct cost. Okay, then they have absorbed the overhead based on the absorption rate. So they spent 100 hours in welding, so 100 into 4 is 400, and they spent 200 hours in assembly. 200 into 10 is 2,000. So this is the factory cost. Factory cost is always the direct cost plus any overhead. So what they are telling is they are going to the selling price would be, sorry, selling and administration overhead are 20% of factory cost. So this is my factory cost, 17,500, which is my total production cost. That is direct cost plus overhead. So on top of that, I add 20%, which would give me this figure, and this would be my total cost for the batch. So my total cost for the batch is 21,000, and my batch is how much? My batch is 250, right? An order 250. This is one batch. So 21,000 divided by 250 would give me my cost per unit. Is it clear, guys? Any questions? Sreda, fine? Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. Okay. So we'll do one question here. Okay, here you go. So in this question, their batch is 5,000. Now this figure, just read the question. These figures are given for 10,000. Okay, 10,000. 10,000 is one batch, and they're asking the selling price for 5,000 liter, which is another batch, and for 10,000 liters. Okay. Okay. Do the question. Okay, guys, time is up. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to ask you the answers here. I just want to know the steps. Okay. Sreda, tell me here, for what will be your first step to calculate the selling price? What would be your first step here for A?
Find the unit cost
Unit cost for what? For the lifters.
per activity.
Are you talking about the overhead? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. So how much? Okay, now tell me here, fixed overheads are absorbed based on what? Now, normally I said it's based on labor hours. Now, here, what are they telling? It's absorbed based on what? The
Orders
fixed,
Number of
received.
orders.
yes, number of orders, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because here they have said fixed over. No, where is it? Should be somewhere. Fixed overhead allocated to this side business is incurred and overheads are here. Fixed overhead. Overheads are recovered. This one. This sentence. Overheads are recovered on the basis of orders received. Okay. That means what are their fixed costs? Their fixed costs are 1,000 per annum incurred evenly throughout the year. So for an annum, it's going to be 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So for an annum, it's going to be 1,000. And the overheads are recovered, that means absorbed based on the orders received, and which are expected to be 2 weeks per 2 per week for 50 weeks in the year. Right. That means my fixed overhead is going to be 1,000, and it is absorbed based on the orders received. Okay. Now tell me, Shweta, what will be my orders for the year? How many orders will I? This is all based on budgeted. Okay. So what is my uh, orders for the year, for the whole year? How much would that be? How many orders?
2 per 50 weeks.
100.
Yeah,
100.
that's it.
Yeah.
100. So
Yeah.
for the whole year, I would get 100 orders. Okay. So my fixed overheads are going to be absorbed or recovered based on the order. So my fixed cost is going to be 1,000, and my budgeted orders would be 100.
100.
So how much would my fixed cost be per order?
10.
10. So for an order, that would be $10. Okay. So I have calculated how my fixed overhead is going to be. So when you get a question like this, always calculate the absorption rate first. First, you calculate how you are going to absorb the overhead or the indirect cost. You get that right. Okay, so my first step is done. Then what I need to do, I need to now what are they selling? They want selling price. Okay, so selling price is here they have given the margin, right? The manager record 25% on profit. So to calculate the selling price, I first need to know what my cost is. Okay, so I have been given two batches, a batch of 5,000 and a batch of 10,000. Okay, so I need to calculate my cost for the batch of 5,000 as well as 10,000. Okay, and they have given me these figures. Okay, setup machine. Setup machine is 6 hours. Now here, remember here, batch of, now these figures are given. These figures are given for a batch of 10,000. Okay, remember that. Okay, now tell me, setting up machine for 5,000, for a batch of 5,000, how much would that be? What do you think? Side, what do you think for setting up a machine? Shreya, what do you think? Shreya, what do you think?
3 hours?
It'll be $30.
$30. Okay, now that is where you are getting it wrong. Okay, now they are saying here. Now they are saying this is for a batch of 10,000. Okay, so for each batch, do you think what is setting up machine? Setting up means for the manufacturer, you need to set up the machine. Okay, you will incur cost. Now tell me for each batch, would the setting up the machine change?
Oh, it's the same. It'll be the same because it doesn't matter how many batches.
Yes, it won't matter because once you set up the setting up is only once. It doesn't depend on how much of quantity is in each batch. So it would irrespective whether it's 5,000 leaflets or 10,000 leaflets or 20,000 leaflets, setting up a machine would be the same. So they have given the cost here. It says for setting up would require 6 hours at $10. Okay, that means to set up, maybe the machine needs to get heated up or something like that. So it will require 6 hours, and for each hour it will be $10. So it would be 60. So irrespective whether it's 5,000 liters or 10,000 liters, your setup cost would be $60. It is not a variable cost. Right? Shreya? Fine?
Yeah.
Okay. So what about artwork?
That'll be $10 per batch.
$10 per batch. Now
Yeah,
okay. Now here what they are saying is now it is for 10,000, which is one batch. 10,000 is now see here, estimate for a batch of 10,000 leaflets. So that is one batch. So do you think you could change for a 5,000 batch for a 10,000 batch? Sorry, would it change for a 5,000 batch? Because it has specifically said here it's $20 per batch.
It should have though.
Sorry?
It should. I'm saying I think it should have because if you have 5,000, then the artwork is going to be $10.
No, because here they have said here it is for a batch. That is what I'm, this is my, this is, that is what my point is. It has said it's for a batch. This 5,000 is batches. This 5,000 are for, this is for a batch of 5,000 and this is for a batch of 10,000. Right? So the artwork also would be fixed at $20 per batch. So for 5,000 it would be 20 and for 10,000 also it would be 20. Okay. So what about paper?
Okay.
Read this. It's paperwork. What do you think? 5,000. 5,000. How much would that be? It is 1.8 per 100
90.
sheets. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That would be a variable cost. That will depend on the quantity. And
Okay.
other printing material. What do you think?
No.
Other printing material. Yeah, this is a bit confusing. I understand that. But you might think that this can be fixed. Okay? But actually, you need to know this is for 10,000. So, for a 10,000 batch, this would be the same. It will be anyway be because see guys, now printing they have given here it is 10,000, right? For a 10,000 batch, it's $15. So if it's 5,000, it may need to be less than that, right? So it may need to be half. I know it's a bit confusing. You might think that that this would be fixed, but in the answer itself, they have given saying it's half of it for 5,000. So that means 7.5. Okay. So what about direct labor? Direct labor for 5,000, what would that be?
Direct labor will.
That would change. 12.
Yeah, it's 12. It's 12. And that is because for a 10,000 batch, you are going to spend 4 hours at 24. For 5,000 batch, it would be half of it. That means 12. Okay, so that is also a variable cost. So here guys, this direct labor and paper would be the variable cost here. Sorry, direct labor, paper and other printing materials would be the variable cost here. The others, the setting up an artwork would be fixed for the batch. Okay, so what about fixed overhead? Now my fixed overhead is going to be $10 per batch. Sorry, $10 per order. Okay, because they have said here it's per week it's going to be 2 and I have 50 weeks, so it is, if you divide it, it will be $10 per order. Okay, now tell me, are these 5,000 and 10,000 in order wise? Are these okay? Okay, forget that one. Now tell me, for 5,000 batch, for a batch of 5,000, what would be my fixed overhead? If my my fixed overhead is $10 per order, how much would that be? How much would that be? Side, what do you think? How much would that be? If my fixed overhead is $10 per order for a batch of 5,000, how much would that be?
10.
Yes, 10, because 5,000 is one order. 10,000 is another order. So, it would be $10 per order. Shweta, are you clear?
Yes.
Okay. So, my fixed overhead is 10. So, I get my total cost. Okay. And then what I need to do is I need to apply this 25% profit margin. Okay. That is, if my profit now I arrived at a cost, they want a 25% profit on selling price, so my cost would be 75%. If my selling price is 100, for 75 the for 7 for a cost of 75, my selling price would be 100, and for my total cost, whatever figure that arrives, how much that it is. Okay, you get the selling price. Then after you get the selling price, now remember this selling price is for batch of 5,000. Okay, 5,000. What they want is selling price to the nearest cent per thousand. Okay, that means now you got the selling price for 5,000. To arrive at the selling price per 1,000 liters, what you need to do? You need to divide it by 5. So that would give you the selling price for 1,000. Okay, I'll show you the answer. See if you understand this. Okay, Shweta and Said. Okay, guys, I'll need to stop the class now because there's another class which Anju will need to take over. So please go through these questions and let me know if you have any difficulties. Yes. So remember, guys, we are going to have the next class on Wednesday. There's no class tomorrow. Just remember the date. It's on the 1st and the 4th. Okay. Remember the date. 1st, which is Wednesday, and Saturday, which is on the 4th. Okay. Okay, Shweta and Said, is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, guys. I need to close the class now. Okay. Thank you very much, and good night to you. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
night.
Thank you. Bye.